Hey everybody, it's Derek with the Swarm here, bringing you another recap. In this one, we had a random match, really nice breakdown up against Beast Mode here. We did have a slight advantage. We had one more 10 than them. It was a 5-13 breakdown for us and a 5-12 for them. I was the bottom Town Hall 10 there. So we can take a look what each side did. Some good raids here. Overall, just a really good performance from us. I know we were pretty happy with the 9s. They did a wonderful job coming out hot. The 9 bases obviously held well, as they required quite a few dips, and we saw, I think there was 1 or 2 that didn't get cleared. Anyways, we'll jump into some attacks, and I have to show this one 100%. Nukes here coming in, and I mean, getting a 74% is absolutely insane. And it's not like one of those, sometimes you'll see those raids, specifically like 9v10, that I would kind of say are like cheap high percentage ones, because you have lots of the defenses still up, but you cleared all the trash. This actually left quite a bit of trash. He got a ton of this base taken out. So did also have some miners, so that was kind of interesting. Golems coming in on each side, top and bottom, making this funnel up. And then bowlers and a golem up the middle to go get that town hall. And the stuff up top, you'll see if you follow that king as this goes on, is where the value gets in as far as the percentage. So bowlers, giants all working into the core, froze that inferno tower, healed everything back up, and then had another rage to just get it through the eagle, get it through the inferno, and take out the town hall. Now the king's up there, kind of doing his own thing, clearing a bunch of trash, and this is where you're starting to see this town hall hasn't gone down yet. It just goes down now, and he's already at 66%, and only doesn't have a lot of time left. It does kind of end up being that limiting factor there. It does have that baby dragon that stayed alive, so it wouldn't have gotten too much more, but still just working on down, getting percent, tons and tons of percent, and it just happened so quickly when it started happening. There's just such a well executed plan. Everything got so much value here. Just absolutely one of the best 10v11 hits I've ever seen. Next we got 3 10v10 triples, so we'll take a look at all of those. And team, there we go. First off, we have Evan come in. You'll notice a little bit of a theme here. Doing these gobo Wii attacks, I guess, for the PG version. So here he comes in using a loon to take care of a mortar, and another one as well, and that's just to eliminate some of the splash damage of this base. The witches go ahead and come in at each of the sides of those builder huts, and then he's going to work at getting this funnel created with those bowlers. As everything's kind of moving on through, clearing out a bunch of buildings, making a nice path for him to be able to jump directly into the first inferno tower. And notice this attack only took 2 jumps. It's one of the ways you can tell if an attack's going to be pretty strong on a base, is if it's only going to require 2 jumps to get through the base. Goes ahead and drops down a rage to get through that first inferno tower, the queen, the CC, and 2 wizard towers. And the nice thing with this one is both jumps, on top of getting access to the inferno towers, gave Evan access to all 4 wiz towers, which are obviously one of the major threats in any of these Bowie attacks. So bowlers have just gotten so much value here. Save that poison just to allow those pups to die. A couple witches up, down on the bottom. Queen's doing work, clearing some kind of just trash. She'll be able to step up and get some of the buildings here. Tons of bowlers though all over the place. A big group had kind of broken down to the bottom of the base, and they're going to work their way around. Queen uses her ability to take out a Tesla and then just beats through a wall, luckily outside of range of the other Tesla, so she'll get through and get some value. Clearing some trash. These skeletons are working their way around. And at this point, I mean, everything's obviously completely gone, just not enough damage to prevent what's happening. But unfortunately, the Queen does die with that giant bomb on the outside. A little bit of a heartbreaker as far as that's concerned. Either way, absolutely just rushes this base. Great job, Evan. Next up, so here I'm going to start slaughtering a bunch of names. We have Zinziero coming in, and you're going to see the best value for one bowler that anybody has ever gotten in the history of Clash. This first bowler right here by the town hall goes ahead, steps up, takes out a mortar. Another bowler will come down and take out the other mortar up top, but that bowler will stand in a range that is just took a path to get outside of the archer tower and will take down that archer tower as well. It's just absolutely incredible. So here comes the golems in. Once again, this does take 2 jumps, but still gets access to both Inferno Towers. Gets access to all the Tesla, or not the Teslas, sorry. Does, but the Wizard Towers, which are more important. And moves on through. So the bowlers and witches down at the bottom are clearing a bunch of things out of the way. It's a really nice pathing for them. All the bowlers coming through the core, go in, take out the Inferno Tower, take out the Wizard Towers, has a heal waiting for the giant bomb. You can see everything, a bowler can hit everything. It's all over the wall, they can clear so much any way they go, that they're getting tons and tons of value. As soon as that last Inferno Tower and Wizard Tower goes down, it's the last real threat, because a bunch of those bowlers were at pretty low health. But as that all goes down, the raid is just kind of collapse on itself here. As so many skeletons are up, bowlers are up on both flanks, clearing a bunch of the trash, clearing the outside defenses, and it's all over. But Eunice is crying by this point. Go ahead, clear the last bits of the trash. Go get that last builder hut and the last trash on the other side there, and it's all over. Great job, Zin. Next, third one here, and another just excellent attack. Obviously all these are cleanups. Everything kind of gets tested at this level. Comes in with a loon. You'll see setting that funnel on that mortar, and that's really, really important for what's about to happen. Just gonna, notice there's a hound in the CC, so you're just using that queen to really set the funnel, clear some defenses, get that air defense that's up there, and just get as much value as the queen can. Queen does pull that hound, so it's a little unfortunate. Had that kind of gone to the kills, stepping up not happened that way, would have got a little bit more value, not much. Here come the bowlers, and so clutch, so close. Come right in here, target that Wizard Tower, and then move into the core. They get the Inferno Tower taken out before any damage gets done to them. The bowler bounces, go ahead, take out the queen. They go ahead and take out an air defense. So much value. They're staying out of the way of that loon, moving just quick enough. And then here comes a Lalo, just targeting all these outside defenses at the bottom here, hasting everything around, and this base just collapses, just as quickly as those hasted loons can get into those defenses. Everything's moving along, hasted another time just to get through that sweeper raging over the Inferno Tower, and then hasting into the last air defense to take that out. And now it's, just loons collapsing from everywhere, pups all over the place, minions down for the cleanup, and just working over the last couple defenses here, pick up the 3-star, absolutely smashing this base. Such a beautiful plan, and honestly much better executed than even the plan was done. Just incredible. Great job. Watch as the trash ring gets cleared up, picks up the 3-star. I believe this was our first 10v10 of the war. Feel like it was anyways. Obviously led, we got 2 more on top of that, and that was a nice big advantage in this war. Next we're going to some 9 action. We had some really cool 9 raids here. Just dominating 9 raids, really fun to watch. I love this raid by DLT, and I love it and hate it at the same time, because I feel he kind of got gypped a little bit in how well he executed, just probably like a tile or 2 off from being even more dominant than you're going to see it already was. So the golem comes down here, just kind of tank those defenses. The wizards back that up, goes ahead and drops that giant just to set the funnel. Now the funnel on the bottom side, all set. You can see the funnel up top, taken care of. Everything is going down. There's just that one kind of cannon that starts taking out some wizards. But even anything that would kind of lock on is gone. It's that jump down to allow everything to move in the core. Bowlers are going to come out of the CC just behind the king here. And this is the one, the bowler's just being dropped maybe like a tile or two too far towards 9 o'clock, because a couple of them start walking, and I mean, that, I've seen bowlers do some crazy things, but they are going way far away for that one, especially the ones that walked around. The queen goes ahead and goes down to the kill squad. By this point, everything's just getting gutted on the inside of this base, absolutely demolishing it. As the one giant come down to tank that Tesla farm just long enough of those hasted loons to get in there, start taking out those Teslas, and kind of negate that threat of the base. At this point, still has 12 loons in the bag. We're going to go ahead and target some of the defenses. It does get hit by quite a few air traps, I believe, kind of scattered throughout the outer ring of this base. And kind of just hurts the overall progression, but not enough to stop the eventual 3-star that's coming in just, the 30 seconds that are left. Everything's kind of getting cleaned up. Loons around the base. Wizards already have done most of it. Have most of the trash taken care of just on the funnel. One of the best funnel raids. Absolutely magnificent. Kind of a heartbreaker those bowlers decided to walk like that. Just really tough luck there. But just an absolutely beautiful raid. So great job, DLT. Next, we'll take down here 24. We have Tryhards, and him in with the Stoned Hobo. And just another, anytime you're doing these, you get a good funnel, everything will go very, very, typically will go very, very well. Bunch of wizards down, creating this funnel. Everything's looking really good at this point. Nowhere that bowlers or anything are going to want to walk to. Third golem comes in. Jump spell will come down in just a second here. As waiting for the king to die. Jump spell comes down, everything's going to move on through. A lot of the nice thing about this funnel, you can see, is most of the buildings, even over the first wall, were all taken out. Just very, very patient there, which allowed everything to move through much more efficiently than if you don't do that. Since obviously bowlers can target things over the walls, you want to make sure those are down, and Tryhards gets them down. Bowlers have nowhere else to go. They just start moving through this base, going right to the queen. Then at this point, with the hound pop, just clearing a couple of the pups, and the kill squad, kill squad moved through all the base. The bowlers are still up, the golem is up and not broke yet. It just does, and then just trickles in a few hogs at a couple of these defenses. Just getting value everywhere, all over this base, because most of the things are either being tanked or being destroyed by bowler bounces. There's just complete annihilation of this one. Absolutely beautiful raid. Goes ahead and swag some wall breakers. I'm not sure if intended to kind of break in first with that or what. Does have those 2 hogs still in the bag. And finishes out the trash ring. Gets the 3-star. Like I said, this was just a great performance overall from our 9s. And they did a wonderful job, and as you can see, some of these attacks are just absolutely beautiful, very well executed. And then probably, I think this was one of my favorite attacks of the war. We have Aggregon, and if I don't pronounce your name right, just let me know. I won't promise I'll get it right, but I will try. He's coming in here with a Queen Walk CB Hobo. And I really like these raids. I think they work especially well on bases that they're kind of vulnerable to. The wizard comes down, starts working on the funnel. Baby Dragon's backing that up. The queen will start, and unfortunately the healers almost went away, which would have been pretty unfortunate. But as soon as the queen took damage, they kind of relocked back on. But at this point, the queen has nowhere else to go, but she's going to walk down towards 9 o'clock. And I end up really liking these. I guess some people are calling them a closed queen walk, where the queen goes ahead and meets back up with the kill squad and kind of sets the edge of the funnel. So she's walking around, getting a bunch of value, taking out Tesla's air defenses, which don't matter in a hog raid, but Tesla's the other point defense. Goes ahead and rages the queen up, keeps her through. Doesn't get those ground skellies. That's always a nice little bonus get on these things. And then from here, the queen's pretty safe. There's nothing real that's going to kind of hurt her. Still backs it up with a wizard, just going to help to move things along a lot quicker. And then here comes the golem down here at 6 o'clock, backed up by 4 wizards, really setting that funnel. And now there's nowhere kind of for anything else to go other than back towards 9 o'clock, so they're all going to meet up together. be able to take a jump and go into the core of this base. Queen takes out of storage, and then she'll keep moving along. She's tanking for that wizard, so it's really clearing that path on her side very, very quickly. And then the bowlers come out, everything just moving right along. And what I really like about these raids are these healers are able to switch over from the queen, and they can start healing the bowlers. It's kind of like bringing an extra spell. They can heal the golems, any part of that kill squad, and you just get tons and tons of value. Rage spell down, poison spell down, typical stuff is what you're seeing in the CC with some baby drags, Valks, etc. The bowlers are getting tons and tons of value. Fortunately, the healers didn't kind of switch off on them. They kind of prioritize that golem. Or they would have gotten way more value, and they already got an insane amount and lived through the end of the raid. The few little hogs that he has come in, targeting these defenses, clearing the rest of them, and everything's being tanked at this point, and just a couple giant, giant bomb, really the only thing dealing damage to them. Queen's tanking that last wizard tower, so it saves those hogs. They'll go ahead, clear the trash, pick up the 3-star, and just end Baby Hines' misery. Great job, Aggregon. I hope I did that right. Overall, very impressive war from us here at Swarm. Everybody's pretty happy, obviously. Anytime we get a win up against another top clan, it is always an exciting time to be in the clan and enjoying these tough wars. And good luck to you guys over there at Beast Mode, and especially in Season 2 of the CWL. Until next time, guys. See ya.